the multi-employer citation policy. That was a result of an incident that happened in the early 90s. And of course, they wrote a policy right there when there was, if I remember correctly, there was 15 contractors got killed on one site. And when OSHA investigated, there was no host employers around. And they said, well, who's responsible for this? Who's accountable for these actions? So they did the investigation, and then as a result of that investigation and findings, this policy was written. And you know, the prime responsibilities of who's in charge, you know. And I have had many cases since then, and I'm gonna show you a couple of them as we go through this, to where there was some confusion about just how to manage the contractors. Because what happens when you don't follow that multi-employer citation policy, then you open the door for multiple citations for the host and the contractor. And that's the sad part about it all. So you also have some IRS complications, common law employees. You know, there's some confusion. Is it a permanent employee, a part-time employee, a contract employee, or an independent contractor? The host and the independent contractor all has certain responsibilities and accountabilities to each one of those employees. But there's really, when you really look at the big thing, there's no difference between a permanent, a part-time, and a contract employee. It all depends on who's doing what, who's paying, who is furnishing all of the things for it, training and work direction. That's the two main differences right there between the host and the independent contractor. So we'll go through these.